Hello, Sharknado Mock Modders. So I'm going to continue my discussion about transforming this Lego shop into a full-size modular from a two-story to just one story, just expanding it out. So I gave my introduction on that first video where we're discussing how to lay it out and everything like that. So I'm going to go into more detail with this one. I'm probably going to do this in multiple parts since it's going to be a little tedious, not tedious, but a little bit more in depth. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take off the top portion here. Actually, I'm going to separate the roof, second floor, and here's the first floor. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the persons, make space inside basically, the display, this part. So what you want to do when you do stuff like this is actually have containers to call the excess away, so that way you'll have an idea where everything goes, well, the pre-made stuff, that way you don't lose them when you start reassembling everything later on and such. So that way you clear your floor space. And since I'm going to be introducing it as another panel, I'm going to do that. And I'm redoing my ATM, do that too. Now remember how I said I was going to take care of this? Well, I'm going to do this first. So this door is going to go off because I'm going to remove this base plate because I'm not going to need the base plate. So I'm just going to slightly take that off. Put that in my panel there. I'm going to put this off to the side. Now this is the tricky part. I'm going to have to take this entire base plate off slowly. Now if you're starting to build the set from the ground up, you won't necessarily have to do this part because it's already, you know, you haven't done anything to it yet. And since I've already taken this apart, I've already built this, when I decided I'm going to do what I need to do, this is the tricky part. More tricky part is like, how did I put this in the first place? So save the base plate because we're going to use that for a rooftop. Alright. Now see where this was right here, I need to move that out because we're going to be using putting a flat piece. So just easily take this snot brick out and put it over there. Find a replacement flat piece, put it back in place. Reconnect it back. Now since I have an idea where everything was originally sitting at, this is where I laid out all the placements before, so that way I have an idea where my base plates are going to be sitting at. I can do that, and then like so, because then I can just easily just push everything in. Wants to work with me, like so. Now since I know where this is going to be sitting at, I can remove the marker pieces that I had, and I can throw that into my excess bin here. Now see how these are aligned with the little gray pieces here? So like I said before, I was going to just up and just connect this up alongside of it. Now, see how the font system's different on the front, on the either side? I'm just going to keep it as it is, but like I said, I got to remove all the interior pieces That way I don't have to worry. Let me just, it was easier. There we go. So that way I can just remove all the interior stuff. I'll get to it later. So, okay, sorry about that. I'll try to edit it out as much as possible to fall. Okay, so clear out your spacings and then clear out your base plate. So just slowly remove. Base plate, like so. Like I said, you'll be using your base plates for your windows. I mean, not your window, but your roof pieces. Now, okay. I said about matching the facade at the bottom. You're going to remove your yellow pieces. And so here's my dark gray pieces I had. So you want to try to match your dark gray pieces as much as possible to the front. So it looks, by the looks of things, I need brick pieces, dark gray. I'm going to do one more three pieces. Dark gray. So always check your inventory. Maybe you might actually have the pieces you need that you didn't think about. Let's see, this had a hole. Dark gray. So this is where you get inventive and to figure out how you're going to put this together. So since I had a whole bunch of the dark grays, I can do this number and this number. So now you figure out exactly see, I had light grays, dark grays, but you know what, it intermixes, so it's not as bad as it looks. It's still workable on how you look at it. I probably do have light gray brick pieces like that. But you can also look at it as a foundational thing that see, there's a light gray there. But, you know, like I said in my other videos, creativity is your own design. So you can intermix the light grays with dark grays if you want to, give it more a different aesthetics. Or you can just leave it all light gray on one side, dark gray on another, showing the different style of buildings. But what I need to do inside now is where I had that one particular shelf, I can just go in there and put this piece right here. And then take the product and put the product on there. Like so, and then the two dark gray pieces that were in front of the store here, I can put them back in place. And see, this actually would match the aesthetics of the dark gray bricks that I had. Put it in place of the yellow ones. Like so. See, now I can remove that place marker. I don't need it anymore. Just for now, I can put those up there. See? See, now you can see how it looks that way and that way. I'm just going to move this out of the way here. Move that place marker out of the way. Now you're wondering what the door situation, because see, the door sits, because it's sitting higher, it's just going to sit right there like that, because we moved the place marker. It now sits flush with the rest of the framework. And see, now everything sits the way it should, flush with the rest of the building. Now you're wondering what I'm going to do with the ATM. Well, first of all, let's deal with the missing window here. Okay, so window. Since I have this missing here, I put this back in place here, like so. And then I put this back over here in place of the doorway. Like so. Now for this window. Okay, so this was originally designed to go like this and put in place so that way it doesn't interfere with anything. But since that's going to interfere, all I'm going to do is this number. Take these off. Okay. Take a dark gray 1x4. Like so. Put it like that. Put these back in place. Like so. And then just push these back into place. And see, now it looks like part of the facade again. And they shouldn't fall out or anything like that. And see, now it looks like part of the side of the wall. And it's all flat, flush, and no interference. And that gives you an idea how to deal with that first floor. And gives you your storefront. And then when we start building the backside, then that will give you an idea there. But see, now we can actually deal with the rooftop. Now you're wondering, well, okay, now how are you going to do with the rooftop, since now the Lego signage is actually blocking that? Well, that's a good question. What you do is you modify the signage. You'll actually take the curvature out, and you can actually just do a standard This is one of the reasons you build up a big inventory. That way you can start modifying your stuff from existing sets and still have plenty of pieces to do things. Because you never know when you might need to do stuff like this, or when you get an idea about doing something like this and you're like, oh, I wonder if that would actually work or not. Yeah. This is when you play around and see what you come up with. That's 1x8. See, that's too long. I mean, it looks fancy, but it'd be too long. Aha, 1x6. Okay, so you basically just secure that, put this back in place, do that with that, and then you take the rooftop. Did I put the rooftop? Oh, right in front of me. And see, now the rooftop stays secure, sits right on top, and it doesn't look out of place, now does it? So we just have to build the second one over here. Get more pieces to build the other one on this side, and we'll go from there. So, but for now, I'm going to leave it. Oh, and you wonder where ATM's going to go. So, what I can do is I can take the snot brick here, figure out where your ATM's going to be. I figure I can put the ATM either on this side or I'll probably put it on this side. So Lego mathematics again. So you figure out where you're, see, this was all pillars. So I would need to actually take off the pillar and actually figure out, that's, see, 1, 2, let's start from the beginning. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a 5, that's a 2 by 5 pillar height. So I can either go that may put my ATM too low. This is where you measure up on the city here. See, that may put my ATM. No, actually I might put up the right height. Actually, I'm going to put it at the right height. So I just need to find a 1 by. So I need to find another 1 by that. Okay, that one 1 by 3. Kind of funny, I have 1 by 3s, 1 by 2s. Okay, so you take the roof back off again. And this is where you do a little engineering magic here. This is preliminary until I get the rest of the building put in. And see, there you go. There's an idea where the ATM sits. It sits flush right next to the display case. I'll have another display case over here. And I think that's going to look pretty good. I have another pillar here. I plan to put the pickup brick wall with another one probably sitting right about either here, or I might have it free floating next to each other, like right next to each other like that. And so I haven't decided how I'm going to do this part yet. I may just make it one, oh yeah, that's an idea. So take these pieces off here, like so. Put those in the bin. Grab a 2 by 4 piece. I'm definitely going to my workshop tomorrow, so I'm going to pick up some more inventory pieces. See, do something like that and put it in the wall section. So I'm going to pause it now. I'm going to work some movie magic and I'll come right back. Okay, so a little progress. So I already got the second part, third part I should say, of this going on and such. And then I built the pick-a-brick wall here. Now, here's the original. See? And then I decided to mix up the colors on the second one, so I figured it doesn't have to necessarily be the same. And then I did that. And put the two pieces like so. Now, I could either have done it, you know, all the way across that way using those pieces, but those are used for the ATM, see, but I'm not going to worry about that. So now, with that being said, I can actually take this and place it anywhere I want to in here. And since the wall is going to be right about here, I figure I can place the pick-a-brick wall right there. So it's dead center between the entrance points, entering in either quadrant of the room. This is your own design, so you can actually put that wherever you want. I figure it looked kind of cute right there, so it's between these two places of picking up places, and you can see right there, you can see through this way and such. And then we have this section we still have to build up, and then from there you can just fill in all the spaces from there. So I'm going to pause it again and keep going for this other side. Okay, a little bit of Lego magic. So here's where the ATM machine is going to go. So in order to figure out where height placement is, it's always a good idea to put a minifig right in front of it. And then you take your ATM machine and you basically just place it in front of the minifig. And make sure it's too tall, too high. And basically look at an eye level. And I think I put it a little too low. So take it back off the wall again. And raise it a little bit higher. And look at it that way. And look at eye level again. Oh, sorry. See, you get eye level. That looks about right. And then you know you have it the right height. And then make sure clearances are intact. Again, look at eye level. And it looks perfect. So now you have an ATM machine inside the Lego store. And I'm going to continue putting the walls up. So back to my last video on tips and tricks on the Thor's thing. If you're having a problem putting the stickers on, take your bricks or whatever, your tiles, put them on a larger piece like this, and then you can actually align it a little bit better, like so. Then we have a large gripping surface. And there you go. It's not picture perfect, but at least it's a little bit easier than having to put your stickers on there and having to finagle with it like crazy and such. And then back to the same thing before. You just sit there and just go like so. See, there you go. And back to movie magic again. Alright, back down with movie magic for the moment. So, give you an idea. There's the storefront. I will finish up the rooftop tomorrow, but give you an idea how it looks all the way around. I may figure out, I can't do any windows here or here due to because of the accessories where they have the, the items for sale type things, which you'll see like right there. So, and I got to finish up putting the banners, but I'll finish that up tomorrow, and that'll be a part 2 video. So, but there, give you an idea. And then you're wondering why this is so wide open. I'm actually going to put a parking space so you can put a vehicle pulling up there for pickup orders and such like that. So, and if you're interested about this vehicle, I do have a video up on it. It's the previous 2 videos from Custom Creations on a Dodge Challenger Hellcat mod, a mock I should say. And so, and I just did my color design on that one and such like that. But that's all for today, and I will talk to you later. Like, subscribe, comment, keep mocking, keep modding, and keep designing, folks. I'll talk to you soon.